You're welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to be talking about allotment of shares or distributing of shares. In our previous video we talked about the methods of issue of shares to the public. And allotment of shares is under raising of capital of the company, which is topic 3 in company law or business law 2. Allotment of shares refers to the distribution of shares to the shareholders following the payment of the same. After the shareholders have paid for the shares, the next thing to do is to distribute or to allot shares to the shareholders. Let's look at allotment of shares under private companies. From the introduction to company law, under the characteristics of private companies, we said private companies restrict the issue of new shares to the public. By requiring that a private company is not entitled to invite the public to subscribe to any of its securities. And a private company must, in its articles of association, contain a clause restricting the right of transferability of its securities as far as the shares are concerned. And such a clause that restricts the transfer of securities is called preemptive clause, and lack of a preemptive clause automatically makes a private company a public limited company. Let's now look at allotment of shares under public companies. Allotment of shares in public companies is the process through which the company distributes the shares to successful applicants from the public. Generally, once a company has gone through the issuing of a prospectus or filing of a statement in lieu of a prospectus, then allotment of shares can proceed. However, if a company is making its first allotment, its first distribution of shares, it's not to allot the shares unless the minimum subscription requirements have been satisfied. And minimum subscription is that minimum amount which the director thinks that must be raised by the issue of share capital to the public, and it can be for the following reasons. The first is the purchase price of the property. Maybe the company has to pay for the purchase price of the property using that money. Then secondly, the preliminary expenses maybe of the company have to be covered using money from the subscribers. Then the company needs working capital to run the day-to-day activities of the business. And then at least 5% of the total nominal amount must have been paid in respect of each share applied for. In order for it to be considered as what? A minimum subscription. And that was all about allotment of shares, where we've looked at allotment of shares in a private and public companies. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends, and watch my next video. We shall be talking about the share certificates, share warranty, and then transfer of shares in a company.